Okay, so let me just say this. Dandadan is wild, and I mean in the best possible way. Imagine a show that blends aliens, ghosts, yokai. Like seriously, if you're familiar with yokai, these are the supernatural beings from the Japanese folklore. You have got mischievous spirits, wild creatures, maybe demons or two are thrown into the mix. And Dandadan takes that idea and runs with it. But as if it wasn't enough, they toss aliens into the mix. So, yeah, it's a recipe for chaos, and I am here for it. The story kicks off with Ken, a guy who's obsessed with aliens, and Momo, who's all about paranormal. And naturally, they make a bet to prove which one is real. Classic setup, right? Except things get crazy really fast. In the first episode alone, we have got alien encounters and spirits with a rather bizarre appetite. It's a chaotic, it's hilarious, and it's just so much fun. What I love is how this show doesn't hold back. It's like, you want aliens and yokai, cool. Let's throw them both at you and make it weird and awesome. The way the first episode just dives straight into the action, you know right away this anime is something different. Now, I gotta talk about the visuals because wow, the animation is stunning. It's from the Sansaro, the studio behind Devilman Crybaby, Scott Pilgrim, and those shows where the visuals just push boundaries. And here is Dandadan. They do something really clever. They use color in such a unique way to differentiate between sci-fi elements and the supernatural horror. There is one scene where Ken is possessed and he's glowing with the creepy red aura. He's facing off against aliens that are deranged in the cold blue light. It's like the supernatural world is crashing into the sci-fi world, and it's all conveyed through color. That's not just cool to look at, it's brilliant visual storytelling. And they are not just saving the good stuff for the big action scenes either. Even the quieter moments, the colors, the lighting, everything is designed to invoke a certain mood. One of my favorite examples is when Momo finds out Ken's full name, and the background, the spaceship literally explodes like they look at a single panel from the manga and turned it into a massive emotional moment. It's a small detail but adds so much to the overall vibe of the show. And speaking of Momo, I've got to talk about the characters. Such a refreshing take on a female lead. So often we see female characters in anime who are just there to support the main lead or play the damsel in distress. Not Momo. She's a smart, proactive, and she has her own goals. She's not just reacting to everything that happens around her. She's driving the story forward. Then there is Ken. He's this awkward, lovable guy who's totally obsessed with aliens, and the dynamic between him and Momo is hilarious and kind of adorable. But what I appreciate is the most is that the relationship isn't just some side plot that's thrown into romance. It develops naturally as they go through all this crazy supernatural stuff together. The romance feels real. It's not the main focus, but it's also not completely ignored. It's just part of their growth as characters. They both bond with the weirdest circumstances. I mean, what more romantic than battling aliens and yokai together, right? So yeah, if you are a fan of anime that's a little offbeat, Dandadan is one you have got to check out. It's funny, it's chaotic, it's got heart, and the way it blends genres is just so cool. It's like rediscovering the childhood obsession you have never really grew out of. I honestly can't wait to see where this anime goes next. If you haven't watched it yet, do yourself a favor and give it a shot. And if you have, let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Do you love it? The mix of sci-fi, supernatural, as much as I did? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay weird Embrace the strange and keep watching anime.